Hello everyone, hi, welcome to Storytime by Vivian. And on today's episode, I have this interesting story here with me, and it's titled The Lion and the Hare. I'll just go ahead and read it up now. There was once a lion who was out hunting, prowling around and looking for tasty morsels to eat. He was delighted when he came across a sleeping hare. He was just about to snap her up in his jaws when he saw a passing deer out of the corner of his eyes. The lion at once decided to leave the hare and go after the bigger prize. The lion chased and chased the deer for as long as he had the strength, but he could not overtake him. In the end, he had to abandon the attempt. Never mind, he said to himself, I shall go back and gobble up the hare after all. The lion bounded back to where he had previously seen the hare. However, she was nowhere to be seen. He had to go home without dinner after all, with his tail between his legs. It serves me right, he said. I should have been content with what I had instead of seeking a better prize. Did you get that? Okay, I did. I got that. This is an interesting one, right? Okay. How do we start? Now? Okay, let me just go ahead and explain the way I understand it. Okay, I love this story just like I love all my stories. Okay. Okay, relating this to our everyday lives is going to be wisdom over might. Okay, in whatever we do, we have to apply wisdom. Wisdom over physical strength anytime. That's very important. Okay, because we could see what the lion did here. The lion left the hare. He had the hare at the tip of his hands, but left it to chase after the deer. How did that end up? He ended up losing both. Thing, and also the ability to think under pressure. The lion was under pressure at that time because he was about to get the hare. The hare was just there. He was about to get it when he saw the deer passing and said, no, let me go after this. If the lion could just stop and just think, if I go after this deer, I might not meet this hare again. Maybe that would have just helped. But the lion didn't do that. The lion just went after the bigger prize without thinking. Sometimes we have to always think. I know it's not convenient. It's not convenient to think sometimes, especially when you're under pressure. It's not convenient to think, but we have to always think before we make our decisions. We have to always think before we make our decisions. This story points out a lot of things. Points out the ability to think under pressure, and also applying wisdom instead of physical strength, because this lion will hear things into consideration even when it's not convenient. We have to always put things into consideration. If I do this, if I do that, what is it going to result to? The lion was under pressure. Yes, it was, but he could have just taken a second to think that. That's just exactly how I'm going to put it, because it had the hare right there, So that's basically it. What were you able to pick from my story? See you next time. Bye-bye.